Have you ever found yourself in a class listening to your professor or teacher give their lesson, you're listening to the material, and you just kind of sit back and just think, what is the point? What is the point of all this? Why am I learning this? This has nothing to do with what I want to do. The only reason that I maybe need to know this for a split second is so I can pass the next exam and ultimately passing the class so I can get myself one step closer to getting my diploma, getting my degree. If you're like me, maybe you felt this even more than one time, like I have. Comment definitely down below so that I know that I'm not alone, and then we can kind of feel like we're a part of a group and we're like, okay, like I'm not alone here. We're all not alone here. So the reason I'm bringing this up is because I don't think that I'm alone in this feeling. I know personally a lot of people that feel the exact same way, that there's a lot of things with school that feel just unnecessary. And there's a lot of school, or there's a big part about school is that I just don't feel like it's necessarily teaching me everything that I need to know about what I want to do. Because, I mean, really, school is put together for the masses. Like, I'm not going to get a individual lesson on everything that I want to do personally, right? I mean, that's just not how universities work or high schools work. It's not going to, like, I'm not that special, right? I'm not going to get a course designed for me directly from my college, right? And I respect that. I'm not here to say that college isn't a amazing thing to do. It's an amazing accomplishment getting through college, and it's what a lot of people strive for, and it's an amazing it's an amazing step, and it will set you apart from a lot of people. It's an amazing accomplishment. I'm not here to talk bad about college, but I'm just here to talk about something that I feel like we all kind of understand or on the same page with, that there's a lot of different things that we learn in school that we just like is unnecessary. We spend a lot of time focusing on things that we don't really need to know in school. Like for me, and I know this is probably like a typical answer, but a lot of the math classes that I took, like I don't remember anything. Like that's one of the, I know, again, typical things that you'll probably hear from a lot of people, is that I only studied and memorized how to do the specific math just to pass all the exams, so I could pass the class and just be done with it. Like a year and a half ago, I finished all my math classes for college, and I could not tell you one thing that I learned in my last 2 math classes even, and I took them for a year straight. So all of sophomore year of college, I was taking math, and that was a year ago, and I couldn't tell you one thing. Like maybe I know how to take like the second derivative, like the derivatives, because that's just like the power thing. I mean, some of you guys will know what I'm talking about, but other than that, I put probably 100, not probably even more than 100 hours into both of those things, and I do not remember a single thing. And I feel like a lot of you are going to kind of feel the same way. So why am I talking about this? Why am I bringing this up? Why am I sharing this with you today? Because I want to share with you kind of my experience about where this kind of took me, this realization, where this take me. And I didn't even really fully grasp that I was going through this kind of this process until recently. But ultimately, it led me to realize that I need to do a lot on my own. I'm going to need to put together my own personal plan of how I'm going to learn the things that I need to learn to get where I want to go, to get to a place where I can act entrepreneurially. I don't know if that's a word. And I can build businesses, and I can make products and make things that help people solve their problems, right? There's no Ian Gatsky course at my college, right? So what I have to do is I have to design my own course. I need to figure out what it is I need to learn and find ways to learn it, right? So this process is called self-education, right? And to do this, you need to like read books, you need to watch interviews of people, you need to identify who the people are that are in the position that you want to be in, right? Like maybe that's like a fitness goal for you, and you can read like a Dave Asprey book, right? Or just as an example, or for me, like Dean Graziosi, he's an amazing person, or Tony Robbins. These guys are just super influential people. Everything that they do goes into or feeds into their desire to help people, right? So you identify the people that are already in the position and have already spent the years it took for them to get to where they are, and you read their book. You read, for example, with Dean Graziosi, The Millionaire Success Habits, that book. Or with Tony Robbins, he has an array of different books that you can read. Just whoever it is, you identify who is where you want to be, and you find the content that they've made, whether it's interviews, articles, books. A lot of people have written books. And when you read books, really sit down, because when you're reading from somebody that is where you want to be, they're giving you the exact blueprint of what they've learned already. This is the ultimate skip budget. The ultimate skip button is education. And it doesn't stop there. The education plus implementation equals transformation. You can't just learn about it. You have to take these things that they've given you and actually implement it into your life, and you'll transform and ultimately into that person that you want to be, or a better version, a closer version of who you want to be. So you have to identify who it is. Identify the people that are where you want to be. Find the information, so you treat them like your professor. You take the content and information that they've put out, and you treat that as your exams or your textbooks, right? And when you are choosing your own course, right, you're designing your own course, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be something like that's hard to find in school. Like I hope that we've all had classes where we really enjoy the content. Like for me, it's been a lot of my philosophy classes in school. I really enjoy like reading about it and learning about these things, and I'm super engaged in class. And that's how it's gonna feel when you start your journey on self-education. It's gonna be something that you like look forward to, look forward spending the time on and learning all these different like habits or tricks or things that the people that are where you want to be are going to teach you, and you're going to love the transformation that it makes in you and what you learn and these different things, and you're going to love putting them to practice, because it's ultimately going to make you the person that you're choosing to be. And that all happens through self-education. It's really important for us to, in order to get to where we want to go, like I hope we all have bigger dreams than just finishing school. Like we want to do something after that. And eventually you're gonna have to learn new things after school. Like finishing school, going to get your college degree, get your high school diploma, whatever it is an amazing accomplishment. And finishing that is a big thing it is a big thing in general. But it doesn't stop there. You have to understand the importance of designing your own course through self-education, identifying the people that are where you want to be, and reading what they've put out, or watching their interviews and listening to them speak and seeing how they live their life, and kind of just using these, like what Tony Robbins says, using their content as, because this is years or decades in days, right? This is decades of their experience in days of you just learning it. It's the ultimate skip button is education. And your course, the course that you're going to put together for yourself, is self-education, right? You're going to choose what you educate on based on where you want to be and who's already there. I hope you guys all, when you finish up this video, again, if you are maybe in a person that is interested in starting this journey on for yourself, again, comment definitely down below. I'd love to not feel alone, that I'm the only person that is in this, going through this kind of process, and I'd love to kind of talk with you about what it is where you want to go, and I can help. I'll do whatever I can to help you out in getting there and starting your journey there, with maybe pointing out a few people that I might think would be good people to kind of research or just learn from, right? You get to choose your own professors when you go to your own self-education school, right? So my Ian Gatsky course is put together exactly how I decide. And yeah, cool. So the power of self-education. I hope you guys all learned something. I hope you guys are having a fantastic week so far. I know a lot of you are probably finishing up school soon, or maybe in the middle of exam season. So good luck to the rest of you that are still taking your exams. Everyone that's finished, I hope you kind of took something from this and maybe are encouraged to, take this some time off when you're done with school now, to maybe identify how you want to put together your own course. So thanks, guys.